As I've grown up, observing social media, observing what people say, observing the way people around me react to things, I've just realized that living a life in the simplest way you possibly can is honestly the best way to live, at least for most people. From your clothes to decision making to the type of people you spend your time with, the time that you spend, the kind of things that you spend time doing. If you keep it as simple as possible, I think that's when you're going to get the most out of your life. And it eventually, it gets to a point where it takes a whole lot out of something to really get you to be annoyed. People will almost start to find you a really boring person. A person could, come and spend a couple days with you, and observing what you do on a daily basis, they could find you really boring. They'd almost be confused upon how easy your life is, how easy or how simple your life is, how little it actually takes for you to be satisfied with yourself. And the reason I want you to take this path is just it brings peace. I feel like, the only way you can actually achieve happiness on a consistent basis. I'm not talking about that one random boost of happiness, you get something and then it makes you happy. No, I'm talking about consistent happiness throughout life. I genuinely believe the only way you're gonna get that is through peace. Getting it through not having to worry about something. A lot of people talk about, okay, I'm gonna achieve this and then I'll be happy. When I lose weight, I'm gonna be happy. When I make money, I'll be happy. That's temporary happiness. Whatever you get, you're going to quickly evolve and get adjusted to it, and that spark of, oh, I'm excited to get that, is not always going to be there. Whereas if you achieve peace within yourself, where you're not really worrying about things every time, sure, there might be the odd issue here and there, but you're not always stressing over, oh, I got to do this tomorrow morning, oh, I have this coming up. That stress is not there, because your life is so simple. You don't need that stress to be there, and that is peak happiness. At least that's what I think. For example, you may enjoy partying right now, and you may really struggle to give that up. You're a guy who goes to the club, whatever, every single weekend, and you may really struggle to give that up. But I promise you, you stop that a couple of months from now. It's difficult to say that, okay, this is the benefit you're going to achieve, this is the benefit you're going to achieve, but that's something you have to experience for yourself. It's like your life as a whole, every aspect of it will become so much more. You'll be surprised at how clear you're able to think, how much more less emotional you are to things, how much more the smaller things in life can be so much more appreciated. And the most important thing with simplicity is, what comes with that is the balance, the stable mood that you have. You're not having random spikes of energy and random decreases in energy, right? It's always stable. Same thing with your mood. Something that used to piss you off would now be like, okay, that's whatever. You're not going to take it so seriously. For example, someone may say something to you, and usually you would react in a very harsh, quick, immediate way and give off a harsh response that wasn't needed. Now you would actually take it and ignore it instead. That is a difference. And I believe that can only come from genuinely looking at every single aspect of your life, what you do on a daily basis, and breaking it down to the simplest form possible. You wanna get into the gym, stop going onto YouTube and looking at, okay, what's the best gym to work out in, what's the best dumbbell, what's the best weight for me, what's the best calories. Stop looking at all this stuff. Just go get into the gym, find things out for yourself. We all know, the basic thing. You want to become healthy, eat healthier food, eat a bit less food, eat healthier food, go and work out. That's healthy, right? Over time, it doesn't matter what method you take, over time eventually you're going to look better, feel better, you're going to become healthier overall. That is, no one can change that unless you consider a chocolate bar to be healthy, which I don't, and I don't think most people would. I think you're going to be good. I get asked from people I haven't spoken with in a while. They'll ask me what I do for fun, what I do to relax, and I honestly don't often. I'm confused because I don't really have an answer to that. Simple things like eating my food while watching YouTube, going for a walk with music on my music, my headphones, cooking food. These are the things that I genuinely find fun for me. And to the average person, to the average 18-year-old, they might think I'm freaking mad, but that's the point, right? That's how I tried my best to keep my life as simple as it possibly is, within whatever's in my control. Obviously, a few things that are not in my control, but I believe every single person at this point in time, doesn't matter you're a 9-year-old, doesn't matter if you're a 25-year-old or a 50-year-old, you can make your life simpler than it is. The more complicated you make things for yourself, you're just gonna cause more chaos in your mind. It's gonna take a lot more out of you for you to think. Often, I'll go out with people, and they want to buy something which has a price difference of perhaps $5, right? The better item is $5 more, the cheaper item is $5 less, and they will break their heads over it, literally break their heads over it. Obviously, we're not the most richest people ever, but $5, how big of a difference is $5 gonna make in the long term, in a month's time, year's time? Is it really gonna make any little bit of a difference? I doubt it. And they will spend 30 minutes sitting and debating over that. And I find that I have no words. Like, why would you do that? So honestly, from your decision making to the people you spend time with, the things you spend time doing, break everything down to the simplest form possible. And after that, if you don't, after consistently doing it for a while, if you don't achieve happiness, you can genuinely come back to this video and like unsubscribe, leave a dislike on this video, leave hate comments. I don't care, because I'm that assured that you will actually find more happiness. You will be feeling better overall. You know that feeling when you can't explain why, but you just feel good on the inside. You just feel like, I feel good and there's no reason for it. That's what you're going to achieve more than not when you break things down to a simpler level.